Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
We are going live. We still do that. We still go live.
Yes, and we have our alcohol ready.
We have our alcohol ready. Let's make sure everything's set up with the stream here. We're good. We're good. All right. All right. Cool. Hey, before we get started, just to let you guys know, because we're total shills.
Yeah, we don't shill very often.
We don't shill very often, but we did open. People ask for t-shirts and stuff, so we opened a t-shirt shop over on Teespring. So we've got Clownfish TV
2 designs.
stuff. We've only got 2 designs. I've actually got the brushable hair design done. I just need to throw it onto a shirt. So I'm going to send you guys...
Hello and Merry Christmas. Yes.
Hello and Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. And yeah, because I think that's still going on right now. So anyway, yeah, we've got our Seagram's Escape.
It's not a lot of alcohol, but it's enough for me.
Yeah, this is a very girly drink I've got. This is the Orange Sassy Swirl.
So you're just sassy.
Yeah, but it's funny because on the box, it divides sassy between the S and the A, and it's the Orange Assy Swirl.
That's why you picked it up? Swirl. You thought you liked assy better than sassy?
Yeah, I do. I like assy.
I
like a sassy assy every once in a while.
Well, okay, I'm not even going to touch that. I've got fuzzy navel because, why not? You know what I'm saying?
You should shave. Do you really like clownfishes? Yeah, but they're a pain in the ass to take care of, so we don't have any.
Yeah, we don't have any clownfish. However, I do have an Ewok now. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, you did get an Ewok.
He's got a fuzzy navel.
He does have a fuzzy navel.
I don't know if he has
teeth.
belly button.
He's got teeth.
I have no idea.
So we were out all last week. We do travel often. We are travel bloggers. I think we said that
There will be
before.
a shirt with brushable hair shirt.
There's going to be a shirt.
It won't actually have brushable hair. If I could pull that off, I would totally do it. It comes with a little comb attached to the sleeve, and you can just reach out and brush it when you get upset.
Oh my god, that'd be like awesome. Like, do they have a chest hair shirt?
Well, they make like the fake ones, hair. But this one you need real brushable hair. Okay. Anyway, let's talk about what we're supposed to talk about.
We're going to talk about.
Yeah, explain to me what's going on with Tumblr.
Stuff. So, yeah, we're going to do a Doctor Who video.
Yeah, we knew about it. We knew about 2020. We knew.
Yep, we're going to. Okay. So, Tumblr. We talked about, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. So we talked about Tumblr a couple weeks ago about how they got in trouble because there was some kiddie porn, I guess, or kiddie porn drawings or photos. I don't know exactly what was found on Tumblr, which sent Tumblr into a frenzy. Accounts were getting banned. People were, freaking, cats were spontaneously combusting.
I was going to say dogs and cats were living together.
They were living together, and then they lived
together at our house.
They would live together and create not safe for work pictures of themselves, and then they would spontaneously
animal buttholes and
stuff. The little X, you know. That's the sweet spot for some.
It's so bad. I
can't
look at it.
So Tumblr now, they made an announcement, and we missed this because we were gone, that they're going to ban all quote-unquote adult content from the site beginning December 17th. That is the freaking end of Tumblr. That is it.
Yeah,
Game
take it down.
over. Tumblr was already on the skids. Its user base has been declining for a number of years now. It's a really... toxic neighborhood if you've ever been to Tumblr, and the only reason that most people go is for porn, and they're not going to get that anymore, so why bother?
A couple things. One, Scott said we need mini toys of ourselves, our little bobbleheads that would go along with our little bobbling whatever. And then underneath it, Uploader said, actually I read a post that said that Yahoo planned the not safe work ban 6 months before. That would not surprise me.
Yeah, you know what? What if just conspiracy theory? What if Yahoo actually planted the not safe for work because they don't want to be responsible? I think personally, Yahoo kills everything they touch. I think they actually had planned to shut Tumblr down for a while. I mean, look at GeoCities. Like, does anybody?
Do we have to look at GeoCities?
No, but I'm just saying, like, they basically just let it atrophy and die, and I think that's going to happen to Tumblr too. Look at all the Christmas stuff. That's really cool.
Well, first of all, I want to say hi to John, and then what I see. So I saw something else I was going to say. I was going to read. I don't remember where it went, and I had alcohol, so I'm having trouble now. Go ahead. Anyway.
Oh, Jesse says
that's what I was going to read.
If they ban kiddie porn, where will Cartoon Network and DreamWorks find their project managers and designers?
Don't know.
That is a
Twitter,
good
apparently.
point, because it seems like all the showrunners now on the cartoons are pulling them from Tumblr. And some of them are doing very not safe for work stuff. So... okay.
Hey, Rage and Ray. I think that's how you say it.
Rage and Ray, yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Can't have dogs.
So, the bad thing is, I know people who were getting their stuff flagged. It wasn't like it might have been like you saw the female outline, but like there wasn't anything that was pornography about it. It wasn't like they had clothes on and everything else, and they still got theirs flagged and taken down, even though they didn't really do anything. Because I guess they had an outline of a not even a full nipple, like a little indication that there might be a nipple there. An
indication of a nipple.
And they took it down.
You know, when I wear my thin shirts in warm weather,
you show more nips than I do.
I have an indication of a nipple. Does that mean I have to be? So photos of me have to be purged.
That's right.
From Tumblr because
you show more nip than I do. It's
they're
funny.
They're just too lewd.
Oh, God.
You know, sometimes I just think about the internet and my nipples just take on a life of their own.
You think about all those little kitty pictures, you know?
Oh God, no. No, I do not.
I know you don't.
I do not. I just,
actually, I think that's wrong.
Sometimes I get very happy.
But not about the kid video.
No, not about the children. Think of the children. Think of the children. The kitty diddlers of Tumblr Town are under attack.
I'm having trouble. Okay, anyway. So what's going on? So you're going to read some of this, or what are we doing?
Yeah, we're going to read some of this. So basically, people are asking, is this site going to be up? Yeah, I don't think it's going to be up for much longer. I think Yahoo, Verizon, Oath, whatever the hell it's called now, this big Wi-Fi cellular conglomerate that owns Tumblr will probably shut it down because it doesn't generate money. They haven't been able to monetize it because, surprise, the people who use Tumblr don't have any money for advertising. So it's not really working. That's what they were hoping to do with it. So I think they'll probably shut it down within the next few years. That is my personal opinion. So this is coming from, Techworm. Sounds reputable, Techworm. Tumblr announces ban on all adult content from its platform following the App Store removal. Tumblr, a popular, debatable, microblogging and social networking website, announced that starting December 17th, it would be banning all adult content from its platform to make it a better, more positive Tumblr. Good luck with that shit! That's not gonna work! There are too many problems.
A safe space for
a safe space for creative, a safe place for creative expressions, self-discovery, and a deep sense of community. So this is kind of lewd too.
A safe place for creative expression. Well, creative expression, the whole term creative expression implies you have room for creative expression, as they're putting the kibosh on creative expression. Because even, like I said, things that weren't pornography are being flagged.
Oh my God. Oh, thank you, Trencher. 1375 did not have to do that. I hope Tumblr dies and takes Twitter with it to hell. Yeah. Oh my God. It'd be like freaking Gandalf and the Balrog, just kind of like except it's two naked Balrogs with nipples wrestling each other, tumbling down into the abyss. Because Gandalf's a good guy.
I just like you saying Balrog.
The Balrogs. I'm sure there's art of that on Tumblr.
Balrogs?
Gandalf and the Balrog.
Oh, I'm sure
entwined.
There is. I'm sure there is. If you can think of it, it's on Tumblr. Well, it was. It's probably been pulled since then.
So,
not
a safe place for creative expression, as long as we don't show any nipples. Self-discovery, don't touch yourself, and a deep sense of community, but not too deep. Just the tip.
Oh my God, I never really I start reading it that way. It's so much funnier. Anyway.
Tumblr CEO Jeff D'Onofrio in a blog post said posts that contain adult content will no longer be allowed on Tumblr, and we've updated our community guidelines to reflect this policy change. Of course, adult content is not allowed on Tumblr because most of the people who use Tumblr can't adult.
That's true.
I mean, come on. We recognize Tumblr is also a place to speak freely about topics like art, sex positivity.
As long as it's within the guidelines.
Softcore sex positivity, your relationships, your sexuality, holding hands, peck on the cheek, and your personal journey. We want to make sure that we continue to foster this type of diversity of expression in the community, so our new policy strives to strike a balance.
Can I just so basically people are pissed because they can't get their porn for free. Is that what's going on?
They're pissed because they can't get their kiddie porn for free.
Porn rules the world. I don't think it's just kiddie porn. I think porn
is just porn in general.
Porn rules the world.
It does. I mean, porn.
Sex sells, dang
porn has decided video formats. VHS won because of porn. So yeah, it's totally possible. So I mean, personally, I just think that they were gonna shut it down. Anyway, I think they were gonna shut it down anyway. So they just need a reason to.
So did you read the next part? As Tumblr continues to grow and evolve.
As Tumblr continues to grow, evolve, and throb, our understanding of our impact on our world becomes clearer, and we have a responsibility to consider that impact across different age groups, demographics, cultures, and mindsets. Nobody gives a shit about Tumblr anymore.
No, I think no,
like,
they do.
10 years ago.
They do because they want porn. So porn and meetups to go, to get your group together to go take on, everybody that's alt-right. It's not you. Anybody that's a teeny bit, right of left, you're like, ah.
Well, we spent considerable time weighing the pros and cons of expression in the community that includes adult content. In doing so, it became clear that without the content we have, the opportunity to create a place where more people feel comfortable expressing themselves. No, you don't want them to express themselves too much.
Right. And you don't want to become comfortable because,
You can...
This Tumblr's been the same way for years. And now they're worried about comfort and self-expression in non-sexual ways. But it's been this way for years.
Oh my God. So it's like Tumblr. They're gonna numb they're gonna numb Tumblr's dibbles, and it's gonna become Numbler. Numbler. Okay. So starting December 17th, under the new policy, Tumblr will be banning all images and videos depicting sex acts, and images and videos depicting real-life human genitals or female-presenting nipples. However, the announcement said that illustrations or art featuring nudity that are artistic, educational, newsworthy, or political are acceptable and will not necessarily be removed, but that's very vague and sketchy.
I was wondering about that, because I was wondering, how about cultures that don't wear clothes? I mean, there's a picture of that. Go ahead.
Mark C., thank you. Hello, sir. It's good to see you. Didn't have to do that. Sadly, I think Patreon is next to go. Yeah, Patreon lives on porn. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't like Sargon, but what Patreon is doing is despicable. Yeah, I'm not exactly clear. I don't watch Sargon, but I have heard that he was having problems with Patreon. Patreon is basically cracking down on people it doesn't like, trying to cut their money, I guess. Because Sargon, I don't know if he runs ads on his videos.
I don't know anything about this.
So... You're not a Sargon. I don't really watch Sargon.
I have no idea.
So okay, no Batman penis.
Yeah, exactly. They can put it in the comics.
That was made for Tumblr. So this is interesting here.
I didn't even care about Batman penis.
Okay, so like a photo of David is okay, but
a photo of David down the street.
A photo of David down the street. A photo of David down the street, not okay. Michelangelo's David is okay. I guess. I guess.
So, I mean, in a nutshell, the whole thing is
you said nuts.
I did. Is that Tumblr has been known for this for years, and everybody's been going to Tumblr for years for this, and now they're taking it away.
Tumblr's
done. That just sums it up right there.
Tumblr is done. Artists are already pulling their content off of Tumblr because they're afraid of it. We have friends that actually did not have porn. They didn't have porn on Tumblr. They just had slightly risque drawings. Yeah. Not even that bad. We're talking like PG-13, and they had their art pulled.
Right.
Artists don't trust Tumblr anymore. It's done. It is done.
It's done.
I mean, I give it 3 to 5 years tops.
I don't even get that long.
Well, it'll be like GeoCities. It'll just kind of like GeoCities is technically kind of still there, I guess. There's an archive of it, but nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I actually never used Tumblr ever. Like, I never go on there. I never used it. It wasn't my thing, so I never went there. So I avoided it.
I tried. I couldn't make heads or tails of it, and the people there are freaking weird. And now they're all coming to Twitter. So where are they going to go next?
I've seen the weirdness on Twitter.
They're all coming to Twitter. So it started with LiveJournal. I tell you, like, you can trace this. It started with LiveJournal, and then the same kind of thing happened with LiveJournal, where they basically pulled the plug on LiveJournal, and they all flocked to Tumblr. And now they're pulling the plug, essentially pulling the plug on Tumblr. And, now they're going to Twitter. But Twitter is even stricter, I think, with censorship than Tumblr is.
Oh, I don't know. I told you about that one video that I did not agree with. That one video with that Mickey Mouse mask.
Oh, my God.
That was on Twitter. I was like, I did not want to see that
today.
Well,
if nobody flagged it, maybe that's...
I did not want to see that today.
Okay, so the new policy change made by Tumblr has faced wide criticism among the community who use the platform to post and view adult content, like 95% of people on there. However, D'Onofrio suggests Tumblr users who want to host unwanted explicit content take their imagery elsewhere. And they will. And they will, Tumblr. And they'll take their views with them, and they'll take your user base with them, and that'll be it. Game over. There's no shortage of sites on the internet that feature adult content. We will leave it to them to focus our efforts on creating the most...
You have to pay for those.
You have to pay for those. Yeah, no, you know what? That's probably as simple as that. Like, people just want free porn. They don't want to have to pay for it.
There's all kinds of porn. You just have to pay for it.
Yeah, focus our efforts on creating the most welcoming environment possible for our community. You have a long way to go. Tumblr is a shithole, and I'm going to say that it's devolved into when it first started. I think they had really good intentions, and then it just attracted the strangest.
Tumblr's not for us. No, it isn't.
Strangest, weirdest people they could possibly. Like, they all congregate on Tumblr. And it's just, I mean, so much of what you're seeing now is people bringing Tumblr culture to the real world and expecting it to be the same safe space that Tumblr is, and just don't fly in.
Wait, you mean I can't just say whatever? Here? No, I got my ass kicked. How'd that happen? Anyway, go ahead.
It was made after serious thought. Yeah, I think they probably decided 6 months ago to pull the plug on it.
Yeah, but then I think what pushed it was when they had the illegal child pornography images located on and that's what got their app. When it actually cost them money, they were going to let it go, I think, until it actually cost them money and, it caused them a problem. And then they're going to turn around and do something about it.
Yeah, folks, I love Mark. Folks, don't worry. There's still plenty of free porn out there. Everybody calm down. That's right. But Tumblr, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not going to miss it at all if it burns. The only thing is those people are going to flock to other sites. They're going to infect other social media, and they're going to bring their Tumblr sensibilities with them.
Yeah, sadly.
And, oh my God. So here's the original letter. I'll put this out here in the link. If people want to read the whole thing. So let me see here. Do we want to talk about potential replacements for Tumblr?
Oh yeah, you're telling about
this. Sounds like a place that Tumblr folks would like. Pillow Fort. Pillow Fort is trying to position itself as the Tumblr alternative, and that sounds like a very comforting. It's like Treehouse. Or safe space,
fetal position,
hug group. Pillow Fort wants to be the Tumblr alternative, but it's not ready yet. It looks a lot like Tumblr. So this is Pillow Fort.
I know nothing about it.
I've heard of it. I could care less.
Young, unlike the old people.
Unlike that old. No, in internet years, Tumblr is a dinosaur. I mean, it's been around for 12 years now.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it's been around for a while. Pillow Fort is a young blog-centric social platform inspired by early live journal communities and Tumblr fans. So we know it's going to be great, and it's going to attract some great people. People can post their photos, written text, illustrations, and GIFs, and share those creations with others. Translation: people can post their porn just like they used to on LiveJournal and Tumblr.
Right.
And share those creations with others and get paid for it. There are options for both public and private settings. Private. But the site is designed to allow people to spread their work, connect with like-minded individuals. Yes, we know how well that works. They sort of form a hive mind after a few years and create communities, including ones that appreciate sexual... There it is! I didn't even...
That's what I'm saying. It's all about porn.
There
That's
it
what
is.
The whole thing's about.
This is Pillow Fort. Pillow Fort is about creating sexual images, including ones that appreciate sexual...
Yeah, because at the heart of it, if you're going to cut to the chase, the problem with Tumblr is that they're mad because they want their porn for free.
Pretty much.
I mean, that's what it is.
They want their money for nothing.
Porn, and they're porn for free.
And they're porn for free. That's what... So Pillow Fort is going to be a place...
They can't get their MTV either, but yes.
Pillow Fort is going to be the place where these people might go. Nobody's going to give a shit about Pillow Fort in the real world. Let them go to Pillow Fort, and please leave the rest of us alone.
Well, I feel bad for someone who's searching. Someone said about Pillow Fort, a cute name for a website. I keep thinking someone's like, I'm going to go look for how to make pillow forts. And then I come upon that. Oh my God. Anyway.
So then people are getting upset because if you take the porn away, what about the children?
But they're using it as a shield because they're mad about the porn.
Yeah, I've never seen an article basically said it's bad to take free porn away because think of the children. Literally, that's what this article is. Think of the children. They need their free porn from Tumblr.
They almost shot alcohol over the computer screen.
I mean, come on. So basically, the gist of this article from IOL.za is that LGBTQ youth need Tumblr because they need to see porn to be functioning adults.
Yeah, I didn't get that, but
apparently they're doing studies on this.
Okay,
that's
if
really...
you need Tumblr to be a functioning adult, yeah, there's more going on here than a little bit.
Yeah.
I know it sounds to me. It sounds like they're using these people as a shield.
I mean, this is like I've literally never. I've literally never come across an article that's like, we need to keep porn because think of the children. I mean, I'm like, oh my God.
But actually, it's basically this like, we want our porn and we're going to use these guys as an excuse for why we should keep it. I don't know. It just, I have no comment.
Yeah. So anyway, children are in danger because they can't have access to free porn. Maybe we should use public funding.
PBS. Porn BS. PBS. PPBS. The Porn Public Broadcasting System. So PPBS
is our public duty to make sure that teenagers have access to all the free not safe for work images that they want. All these years that PBS spent, showing for money to keep Sesame Street on the air. They don't need Sesame Street.
They need.
Well, maybe Bert on Ernie action. That's where their money needs to go.
PBS.
This is holy God. Okay, so anyway, that is Tumblr. Yeah.
So after they put the ban on, no, people are upset. I can see both sides of this, honestly, but people are upset because they're mad that Tumblr is doing this. However, like other sites that let you host their stuff on there, they have a terms of service, and their terms of service almost always says we can change our terms of service at any time.
Yeah, before we move on to the next thing, this is something too. People don't understand this with especially with comics, because Tumblr was big for comics, and other sites that host comics like Tapastic and Webtoons. They have no obligation. One, they have no obligation to host your stuff at all. They could shut down tomorrow and your stuff is gone.
Yeah.
And two, if you don't read the terms of service and you violate them, even accidentally, tough shit.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
And at the end of the day, this whole move is mostly because they got in trouble with their app, and now they're taking extreme action the other way. It's like when you overcorrect when you're driving on the road and you swerve to miss something, but you overcorrect and have an accident anyway. It's kind of like that. There's like something in the road, kitty porn on the road, and they're swerving to correct, but they swerve too far, and now they're just like going off the cliff. Because they're so busy trying to keep reputation intact, and they're trying to worry about their bottom line, and that's what it is. It's this whole thing is mostly because they got in trouble and they're trying to overcorrect. I mean, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think they have because now Tumblr is corporate owned, especially they are, they have stockholders they got to keep happy. And,
yeah, that's just it. I mean,
their headlines for like Tumblr. Like, I don't think a lot of shareholders actually knew what kind of content was on Tumblr. It's the same thing.
My kids use it, so my kids use Tumblr.
My kids need Tumblr. They need Tumblr. No, but I don't think most people realize. And I think beyond that, I think that this is the same situation with PewDiePie and YouTube like freaking out over certain words being used. Before, YouTube didn't seem to care. Now they do. And it comes down to advertising dollars, I think.
Yeah,
I mean, is there censorship going on? I think to some degree, yes. But I think at the end of it, it's
about money.
They're being overly cautious because they're afraid of losing ad dollars. And the situation with PewDiePie cost them a shit ton of money. They're still trying to recoup some of that money.
Do we discuss the Sesta and Frosta thing? I have no idea what that even is. We went away for days.
I have no idea.
So I have no idea what happened. I'll look that up later.
Steven Universe porn. Yeah, I know, right? Like, my kids are like, hey, Dad's watching his Space Lesbians again. I need my Steven Universe fix. No, I don't. I'm kidding. You
better be kidding.
I am kidding. I have never looked at dirty
You got
pictures.
all this. You don't need anything else. Anyway, but I just think at the end of the day, it's about that. And anything you use, like you mentioned, Webtoons, Tapas, and all that. They have there was a big thing that went down. People were all mad at Tapas because what was going on was people were being offered big deals to go to another platform, and to avoid that, Tapas put in place a right of first refusal, which means basically if you get offered something, you need to go to them first, and then let them give you a refusal before you're allowed to go someplace else. Which is actually pretty standard if in publishing. It's actually pretty standard. People lost their minds because, oh my God, Tapas is telling me that I can't take my content wherever. The thing is, a lot of people that were getting all up in arms about it, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but they were lucky if they got like 10 views a month. They were getting like 1,000, they had like maybe like 50 subscribers, and they're going to steal my content. They're going to steal my content. They didn't care about you. They cared about the people that had, thousands, millions of followers who were jumping ship to other platforms because it was hurting them in the advertising dollars. And they put it in place as a stopgap, basically, that we could offer you a better deal first before you leave.
Yeah.
And people lost their shit. But the thing is, in their terms of service that people agreed to, they agreed that they were allowed to make changes. Anything you use, Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that. They have it in their terms of service. They can change it at any time.
It is so freaking weird that, like you said, about the artists who get so up in arms about terms of service and their rights are people literally generating no revenue off of their work.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, like, they're not worried about you.
I got so much.
They're not worried about you.
I got so much shit from this one guy. He was going to take me on. It was so funny. Rip him. Anyway, he was going to argue with me, and I was like, dude, I looked at your numbers. You don't get any traffic. I guarantee you we're not worried about stealing your stuff. They don't care about your stuff. They care about people who actually get hits in there because their stuff's marketable. I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but that's what it was.
Well, it's the same with YouTube. I mean, you've got like the top 3% that basically carry most of the traffic for the site. And like when Maker Studios was cutting people loose, after the PewDiePie fallout, it was like, well, if you add under 100,000 subs, we really don't care because we're not making enough money off of you to make you worth our time.
So my point of mentioning all this is basically it only becomes a problem when it affects them financially, when it affects their reputation, when they're, that's when they care. So I guarantee this whole thing it might have been talking about it for months. I think they were planning on doing something like it, but they were forced to do something sooner than they had planned on because of what happened. I mean, at the end of the day, that's probably what happened.
Yeah, that's my guess, too.
And then someone said, goodbye, there'll be more art websites. Yes, there is going to be...
Yeah, there will be.
There will be many replacements. I guarantee it. People just need to realize that Tumblr is probably not a good place to be. I recommend, if you're worried about it, you take your stuff off there now.
Yeah, and that's a good recommendation for anyone. Anyone who does any kind of art, even if it's safe for work, there's no guarantee if you're using free hosting services or social media like that your stuff is going to... stick or be online. You have no guarantee. The only real kind of guarantee you have is that you host your own stuff, have your own website, and even then, depending on your host terms of service, if you're hosting stuff that is questionable, they can shut you down too. Right. So you need to make sure you actually read the terms of service.
Usually they give you a warning first. Like Tumblr wasn't giving warnings. Usually if you're a host, they will give you a warning. Like we had linked stuff. We weren't even hosting the pictures. We linked pictures. What was it, like of Monster High stuff or something, or Disney Legos? I think both. And we got told we had to take it down.
They went to our host. They didn't come to us. They went to the
host. And then the host was like, "Hey guys,
DCMA takedown.
You gotta take these down." And I mean, like, because a lot of times they'll give you a warning. Tumblr did not. But my recommendation to you anyway, whether you like Tumblr or not, is one, don't put all your eggs in one basket anyway. Make sure you have different mirror sites. So if one goes down, you have backups. Always back up everything you have anyway. And, don't just put it in one place and say, okay, I'm out there. Just make sure you put it. And, also beyond that, to build an audience, you're going to find that your audience kind of stays where you find them. So if you have an audience on Tumblr, it's probably not going to be the same audience you have on DeviantArt or the same audience you might have on Webtoons. They're all going to be different audiences. So, anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, you should always be pointing them to your own site. And people are running into this with YouTube, too, now, where especially people who have strong political opinions are finding themselves, not Alex Jones, but like, Alex Jones, but people are basically getting booted from YouTube, or they're having their monetization taken away, so there's no incentive to post videos. And there are alternatives out there that are kind of popping up now because
they're going to be ready in wings to be like, oh, we'll take you, come here, come to our pillow fort, we'll take you,
come to our pillow fort. Cal says, this is one? Okay.
Yeah.
Tumblr is banning porn due to some sex trafficking laws that go into effect in January.
That's probably true.
Sesta and Foster. Okay, they could get sued to a third-party software. Probably. Because
that makes sense.
They could be like if somebody posts
third-party content. Yeah, that makes sense. And I mean, and sex trafficking laws should be in effect. I mean, that's something that really they need to crack down on anyway. I mean, that's a big problem. So anyway, what are you going to talk about? I had too much alcohol, so now I'm just like, woo, where am I?
We're going to talk about the war on Christmas.
Oh, we're talking about the war on Christmas first, or are you going to talk about the other stuff you had, about Minecraft and stuff?
We'll talk about Baby It's Cold Outside.
Okay, so now, everybody's pissed about Baby It's Cold Outside. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm sure you heard about it. It's not even a Christmas song, but people are all mad about it because radio stations took it down, and they shouldn't have took it down. It's the whole point of it. Well, first of all, let's go talk about what it is. Baby It's Cold Outside was a song written by Frank Loesser in like 1944, and he wrote it for him and his wife to perform at parties. So it was him and his wife to begin with. And then they used it in the 1949 film Neptune's Daughter, and it was Esther Williams and Con.
Blame Con!
Ricardo Montalban. It was sang the song. And it's been around for like, a long time. And I guess the Cleveland radio station WDOK decided they were going to ban it. WDOK, yeah.
Why Doc?
Decided it was going to ban it over listener complaints because it was the date rape song.
How many listener complaints?
I don't know. So then other stations decided they were going to ban it too. So KOIT in San Francisco banned it last Monday, but they put a poll up that you can vote on until tomorrow about whether they should bring it back or not. KOSI in Colorado, their Denver's holiday station, pulled the song, and then they reversed their decision on Tuesday because they did do a poll. They got 15,000 responders, and almost everyone said, this is stupid, put it back on the air.
Yeah.
Because it's stupid. It should be back on the air.
It took them, 60, 70 years to figure out?
But the song, actually, it was written at a different time. So what the song kind of pretty much is, and actually feminist groups are getting on it, but they're not getting on it like you'd think because they want it pulled. No. Feminist groups are getting on it because they don't want it pulled. Because the song, what it means is basically this woman has a choice and she chooses to stay. The whole point was it was kind of a progressive song. Like, she kept making excuses and they sing in harmony at the end because she chooses to stay. And it was basically like she was taking her sexual agency onto her own hands and staying. So it's actually a pro-women choosing sex song. And they're turning it into... and it's true!
That's even worse in the 40s.
What's in this drink actually was a joke. But this is true. I've seen it in movies before. Hey, what's in this drink? Like, it's weak sauce. What's in this drink? This drink's crap. What's in this?
No.
It was more what it was about.
There are no metaphors. There is no subtlety. Everything a person says literally means exactly what they say. We are a culture full of Draxes.
Well, did you see the Peters trying to get phrases like taken down about
oh my God.
2 birds with one stone, like 2 birds with one scone or something, feed 2 birds with one scone. I'm like, oh my God.
Only if it's a cheeseburger scone.
So anyway, people were pissed about it. They took it down, but they're bringing it back on because they polled people, and the majority of people, rational people, are like, that's stupid. It's just a song from a long time ago, so who cares, So anyway, this was funny though.
He put his man hands on her.
I mean, the whole song is she's making up excuses, and then she's like, at least I can say I tried. And then they're like, and then they sing together in the end because she's agreeing to stay. I mean, that's what that song's about. Anyway,
it worked for me.
That's right. No, it didn't. I actually had to say to you, so when are you going to marry me? Anyway. True story. I had to make you marry me. Anyway. Okay, so this is something
not entirely true, but
so this song was on this was on Facebook, and it's hilarious. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you because it's funny as hell. Okay, since you decided to pull Baby It's Cold Outside from the playlist because someone was offended, I feel that these other holiday songs should also be on a chopping block. Okay, I saw Mummy Kissing Santa Claus because it promotes subjecting minors to softcore porn. So it's basically like it's like the Tumblr shutdown. The Christmas song, open fire, pollution, folks dressed up like Eskimos, cultural appropriation. Okay? The Christmas song. Oh, that was a Christmas song. Sorry. Holly Jolly Christmas. I can't read because I've been drinking. Holly Jolly Christmas. Kiss her once for me. Unwanted advances.
Unwanted.
You have to get permission.
Look at how smooth he is.
Well, see, if it was as smooth as Con, they'd probably allow it. White Christmas. Racist. Santa Claus is coming to town. Sees you when you're sleeping, knows when you're awake. Peeping Tom Stalker. Most wonderful time of the year. Everyone telling you to be of good cheer. Forced to hide your depression. Okay. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Bullying. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Dolls for Janice and Jen, and boots and pistols for Barney and Ben. Forced gender-specific gifts. Plus handguns.
Firearms for children. You'll
Santa
shoot your eye
baby. Out. Gold digger and blackmail. Frosty the Snowman. Sexist, because it's not a snow woman. Do you hear what I hear? Blatant disregard for the hearing impaired.
Oh, wouldn't that be...
have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Wow. Just wow. Jingle Bell Rock. Giddy up, Jingle Horse. Pick up your feet. Animal abuse. Okay. Mistletoe and Holly, overeating folks so they kiss her too, promotes obesity and sexual abuse.
Oh my God.
Winter Wonderland. Parson Brown demanding they get married. Forced partnership.
Well, he had to make an honest woman out of her after he roofied her. You know, it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do.
I'll be home for Christmas. Not if you're homeless. That's just insensitive. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. Homicide. Extremely violent and promotes alcoholism. As is this show. And I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. PETA is going to go crazy.
They are.
That's the list of what every Christmas song has something wrong with it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So
I thought it was hilarious.
Now this is funny because, you know, people asked if we were in Disney parks last week.
We were.
I attempted to do a live stream. It didn't work very well. I don't know why. It didn't load. So I hid the live stream as in the Kauai exhibit over in Epcot. They were playing this song in most of the parks. I'm just going to put that out there. They were playing this song in most of the parks.
Every park we were in, we heard "Baby, it's cold." So yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was, you know, so Disney thinks it's okay.
I want the Mickey Minnie version of it because that would just be extra creepy.
No. I said the Donald and Daisy version, but you would understand what they're saying.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so I could go wrong. So anyway, everybody's losing their mind over "Baby, it's cold outside." But not everybody. Okay, let's rephrase this.
10 people complained.
A few people were pissed about "Baby, it's cold outside." So these male DJs decided to pull it because they were getting complaints. And they didn't want to be on the wrong side of history. They didn't want to be the bad guy. They didn't want to say this is stupid. So they pulled it. And now they did a poll, and these places are finding that everybody wants it back because they think it's stupid. And also the fact that a lot of feminists are like, the song's actually pro-women's choice, pro-women empowerment. Why the hell did you take it off the air? So it's like, anyway, yes, PETA probably would euthanize the hippo. My son goes on about PETA. He's like, don't ever call PETA. Anyway.
Oh my God, I remember that one year they did the Cooking Mama parody. It was supposed to turn you off to eating turkey, but it was actually really fun because she would just like rip the freaking feathers out and blood would spurt all over the screen, and then she'd do this like insidious little laugh.
I did not play that.
No, if you want to know what Geeky looks like in real life,
I was gonna say the kids always say Cooking Mama.
She looks like Cooking Mama, especially the fire eyes.
That's what my kids always say. They're like either Cooking Mama or Gumball's mom. It's like I'm one or the other. So anyway.
So that is this, and I think it's stupid. They were playing it in the Disney parks. They were playing the song in freaking Magic Kingdom. Nobody complained. Nobody complained at all. There goes the truck.
There goes the truck. But yeah, I mean, the whole point of the song was basically, you know, I want a dibble for Christmas. Oh my gosh.
God. That needs to be a song.
For Christmas. There you go. There's your job. There's your job.
Do a shirt with dibbles and have like the silhouette of a man's nether regions with two little dibbles hanging
you
over
can't
where
use
his...
dibble. You'll get sued.
No, I would do an outline of dibble, and I wouldn't actually call it dibble. It could just be a generic pink blob with a top knot.
Okay.
And they'd be hanging where his man bits would be.
I would.
You know what?
I know you're gonna go do this now. I know you. You probably will. So anyway, that. What else are you gonna talk about?
We're gonna talk about Notch.
Okay.
Minecraft creator, extremely wealthy person. Notch is sick of the internet's shit. I think is probably the best way to put it. He's been very outspoken because he's got a lot of money. And he can say whatever the hell he wants to now, I guess. Minecraft creator says there is an agenda against white men. Notch is a white man. I believe he's from Scandinavia somewhere.
No, there's not. Yes, there is. I'm sorry.
All right. So, creator of inarguably one of the most successful video games of all time. Now, I have to wonder, before I get into the article, how long it's going to be until, because a lot of schools have Minecraft clubs. And they teach Minecraft, and Scholastic has a line of Minecraft books.
Yes.
How long until people start lobbying for the removal of Minecraft from educational institutions?
Don't give them the idea. Shush.
They will.
Now. Shush.
He's sweet. Okay,
I am,
sweet.
but I am home. Go home, get your drunk. But I am home.
Yeah, I am. Okay, so Minecraft creator says there is an agenda against white men. Markus Persson, the creator of Minecraft, may not be as busy in the world of video game development as he used to be, but he is quite active on Twitter, where he has 3.69 million followers. He's a threat. That's a lot of followers.
A lot of followers. A lot more than they have.
As you may know, Notch has found himself amidst controversy due to some of the content he has tweeted out in the past. For example, in 2017, he had some unpleasant words to say about people who don't support heterosexual Pride Day, though he eventually walked back that tweet.
Oh, yeah, he's just asking for it.
Later, he's got infinite money. I mean, I think at this point he does not care. Later in the same year, he once again found himself on the other side of a barrel of criticism for tweeting out, "It's okay to be white."
But it is okay to be white. It's okay to be black. It's okay to be Asian. It's okay to be Hispanic. It's okay to be whoever you are. So, it's okay to be white. How come you can be anything but white?
Fast forward to this month, and Persson is once again vocalizing some controversial and political takes. Here's a drive-by of some of it.
Wait, before you go there, my question about being it's okay to be white. Okay, if you're white, because you're born white, what are you supposed to do about it? Because you can't exactly change it.
Well, you can, but
if you try to change it, you get more trouble.
You get more trouble.
But what are you supposed to do?
Try to change it.
What are you supposed to do?
Notch,
anyway.
who is a blue check mark. How long is that going to last? Says to Jonathan Morales, Notch, why are you like this? Please stop acting like there's an agenda against white people. Notch says, there clearly is an agenda against white men.
Yeah, I'm a woman, and I'm telling you, I think there is.
I'm not allowed to.
You're not allowed to say it, but as a woman, I think there is.
I'm not allowed to have any opinions. Pedro Paco, what about the right? Where do they stand on the morality scale? Notch says, they are what everything else that isn't perfectly in line with the hard left is.
Pretty
Russian
much.
Nazi cis scumbots. It's literally evil versus the rest of us.
Well, you know what? Yeah, because we are actually centrists. We are, we lean left. And because we don't agree with 100% of the very, very far, far left agenda, we are told that we are all right.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It's so funny because, amongst many of our friends and family were actually the libtards.
Yeah, we are.
Used to be progressive. I mean, I spent most of my teen years outside San Francisco. I thought it was progressive. I guess I'm not.
Your step family's Hispanic.
I know, right? Okay. Scrabble says, Notch, do you love Oh, this could get okay.
Well, that's not okay.
I'm not gonna go there.
Well, he shouldn't have said that. That wasn't right.
That one's gonna get me demonetized.
Well,
but that's what he's
okay.
saying. That's not me saying that.
That's not okay.
Twitter or not Twitter? What are we on? YouTube. Where the hell am I? Where am I?
You drank more than I drank.
Where the hell am I? Okay. Okay. These are Notch's parting words here, coming from comicbook.com. Notch says, reminder that the creator of Atari missed out on a Lifetime Achievement Award because of sexist dick faces made up proven lies about him because gaming hadn't had its Me Too moment yet. If you're still on the left, please wake up. You are evil.
Well, I guess it makes us evil because we were centrist. We lean left.
Here comes a truck. They're coming to take us away.
Depends who you ask. Some people think I am evil. Depends who you ask. Depends on the day. Depends on the time of the month.
Depends. How evil is geeky? Well, what day is it?
Yes. Is it a Tuesday?
Has she been on the internet yet?
Did you give her chocolate yet? Okay.
It's Taco Tuesday. No, there's a joke in there somewhere.
No, let's not go to that joke.
So Notch says, if you're still on the left, please wake up. You are evil. Now to cover the bases, he's no longer involved with Minecraft back in November 2014.
Oh, yeah, to cover that one up.
Mojang was acquired by Microsoft for $2.5 billion. The creative left the company. He helped to propel to the top of the video game development world with lots and lots of money, like bags of money. Like he's like Scrooge McDuck. I swear to God, he's probably got like bins full of money he just dives into. Since he departed Mojang, Persson has been much more, let's say, vocal on Twitter and in a heightened political climate that has seemingly seeped into every facet of life. He has found himself in a fair share of controversy, or at least internet controversy. Suffice to say, without being tied to Mojang, and more importantly, Microsoft, he has been able to share his takes as freely as he likes. And they're pissed
because he can. And they can't do a damn thing about it.
Are always inherently political. Mark C., hello. Many liberals become conservative when they start earning money.
Yeah.
I actually wouldn't disagree with that.
I would not disagree with that.
Because the whole point is you want to conserve what you have, and
that's why we were more centrist. We lean left because we don't always agree with everything on either side, but we also agree with money and business and.
Yeah, it's really hard. I mean,
we come from business backgrounds.
It's hard. The way that things are going now. I mean, to be honest,
I'm probably gonna say something stupid. Go ahead.
I'm probably gonna say something stupid, but no. It's hard to reconcile. It's hard to reconcile the current Democratic Party with with capitalism, which
I wouldn't say Democrat Party, far left.
Yeah, but there are a lot of people who are part of the Democratic Party now who just like freaking hate capitalism.
Well, there's always people that want. It was funny because always people are always going about they want socialism because I think that socialism means they get to stay home and draw all day and get paid lots of money to do it.
Yeah,
and I think that's funny. It's hilarious.
No, that's exactly it, because we've actually had okay, so when you're like us and you're hanging out in creative circles, you run across a lot of creative types who basically are like, we want the the minimum living wage, whatever ridiculous thing where I basically get up and pick my nose and get paid for it that day.
Right.
And I can just sit at home and draw porn on Tumblr. Oh wait, can't do that anymore. But I can just, so I can't actually make a legit career out of art.
I'm not making a legit career out of it. I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills. But instead of me actually going out and finding a different, job, while I still make comics, still make your art, but find a different job that actually pays your bills. You can do both. We've done it for years. That's not an answer. The answer is I should be getting paid a shit ton of money to sit at home and just make art.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because my art is glorious, damn it.
Like the economic realities.
It's a gift of me to all of you.
Everybody thinks, that's the thing, everybody who draws, and there are people who draw really, really well, but they can't monetize their work, unless they do porn. But they can't monetize their work, so they're all like, hey, I just think it's great to have, just a living wage just for being me.
Yeah, because I deserve it, because all this glory deserves it.
So my question is, okay,
give it to me, I'm worth it.
So where does the money come from? If everybody thinks that way and nobody's actually working, where's the money coming from? Do we just print more? That's not going to work.
The rich corporations are going to give it to you. Anyway, but my point is, I hear a lot with these artist circles that they think that somehow that socialism is the way, because that they're going to get paid. Basically, at the end of the day, they're going to get paid to sit at home and draw.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I don't want to actually go find a job that pays. That's hard. So
now, Notch, who has infinite money. He's put the money cheat code in, I guess. Money is paper you think you have to value. Words are vibrations you think you have to honor. Relationships, friendships, movement, all are labels you think you can't change without good reason. So you sacrifice yourself for a man-made label.
I don't disagree with that.
That's
deep, man.
That is deep. That is true.
It might not be as deep if I wasn't drunk, but since I've had some alcohol, it sounds deep.
Well, like money, I mean, really, money has no value. It's just representation of. It's basically a piece of paper that signs.
Representation of what's in Fort Knox, but the rumor is nothing's in Fort Knox.
Air is in Fort Knox. I think we drained Fort Knox.
We should do a podcast with all this, like all the conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theory video.
Okay. Notch again. Boys and soys, do not fall for this narrative. Women are attracted to stable men who speak their mind and get stuff done. Be assertive in who you are and what your values are. Be nerdy and excited about projects. Your strongest currency is undivided attention.
Actually, that's not untrue. Strongest currency is undivided attention. As I'm looking at you, because somebody's on this phone all the time.
I'm sorry. What did you say? Exactly.
But I think women that speak their mind and get stuff done are also awesome, and I think that people should be attracted to those women too. Be nerdy and excited. Yeah, I think when people are like funny and they're into what they're really passionate about, what they're into, that's attractive. It really is.
Yeah,
it is attractive.
I'm damn hot. So are you. We're
I'm
just
hot because I drank. Anyway, so the comment back is,
you are hot without the booze.
No. Now I look like a ruddy-faced weirdo because I drank booze. Anyway.
Clownfish TV turns into InfoWars. No, this is Notch saying this. Hey, YouTube censors and bots that may or may not be in the chat. I am just reading what Notch said, and it came from comicbook.com. So shut down comicbook.com. That's comicbook.com, where I'm getting my information from. They're the brokers of this information.
But then the person that comments, it was funny. Like, you look like the classic fedora neckbeard type, just more put together because of the millions of dollars you have in your back pocket, which is attractive to some women. No one's going to want to exchange contact info with you. No one's going to want to exchange with you either. You can't spell. In fact, if someone that looked like you flirted me, I'd be extremely uncomfortable. Sorry. And then you go look at this person. And they just joined Twitter this month, and they have like no followers.
Let's go stalk someone. No. She's got like 12. She picked up a follower. Did I follow her by accident?
Maybe I hope not.
So
anyway,
yeah, like
this happens to us a lot too. Someone's gonna come learn you, and you go look. They just joined like 2 days ago, and they have no followers.
You ever watch Adventure Time and think to yourself, BMO and Finn are getting it on behind the scenes? No,
I don't.
No, I do not. Most people do not.
How would that even work?
Care. Emily don't care. He's a Game Boy. I can't get
out
of here. Oh my God, I'm stuck on this random person's Twitter, and I don't want to be. So yeah, Notch. He's not pulling any punches. You know, we kind of see this with I think PewDiePie to some degree now. He's got a lot of money too. I don't think he cares anymore.
Well, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because comicbooks.com just was covering it. Was it this recently?
It was today.
Oh, that's the reason we mentioned it, because it happened to come up in our news stream. We're like, what? Otherwise, we don't really care either.
I need more booze.
Here, you can have mine.
No, I've already had my assy swirl. What's this one? This is
fuzzy navel.
I'm popping it.
A girl were told me having healthy arguments makes relationships stronger, but verbal low blows aren't allowed. Well, that's true. We have a lot of healthy arguments.
Kids get scared sometimes.
They do. They're like, our daughter put a Christmas list. Number one, I don't want mom and dad to fight.
Has Geeky kicked the door down yet? No. Then we're cool. We're just having a discussion. And we're both bullheaded. Mm-hmm. I mean, we are. I'll completely admit that I'm an asshole.
Wait, so you're saying I'm an asshole?
I'm saying it takes a lot of women to handle me.
Sorry.
Woman, singular.
Oh, you were serious. I'm sorry.
Singular.
The Seiya controversy. I haven't looked into it. I knew they were bringing it back. I'll have to look into it. Like I said, we were gone for like a week. We're just trying to keep up.
God, can you live stream your next fight now?
No one wants to see that.
Everybody would panic. It'd be like the kids. The kids would be like, oh my God, they're going to shut down Clownfish TV because they're going to get a divorce. Some people would love it.
We're not going to get divorced. We would have done it by now if we were going to do that.
Subscribe to PewDiePie. I have been subscribed to PewDiePie for a while.
So anything else you want to talk about? Oh, hey, someone said
Mark, he keeps giving us money. He wants us to buy some more alcohol. But thank you, Mark. You didn't have to do that. I was a visual arts major. In class one day, I asked, if this is a liberal arts program, where is the conservative arts one? My professor was not impressed.
Oh, I'm sure your professor wasn't impressed.
Were you thrown out of the class? I actually knew. Okay, so the art director at Sega back in the day, he was actually... he had a good head on his shoulders, and he was all about the dollars and cents, and he flat out told me, don't go to art school. Mm-hmm. Don't go to art school, because he's like, there's nothing there you're going to learn that's actually going to make you any legit money. He's like, if you want to do art, that's great. And we sat outside Sega for like 3 hours. He had a motorcycle. And he was sitting out there just telling me his life story. He was a cool guy. He was a real cool guy. But he was telling me, he's like, basically, some of the best artists in the world, they do other things. He's like, be able to make a living for yourself. And he said, you can pick up art. Maybe you won't be as good as fast, but you need to make a living. And I'm being completely brutally honest with you. There are very few people making a good living, doing commercial art. No, he was a smart guy.
Well, I had an art teacher who said the same thing. He said, you can do all the stuff we're teaching you here for a lot of money. It'll take you longer, but you can learn it all on your own, not pay us. I mean, I still finished college because I had to, because it was education. But It was interesting because my teacher was telling us the same thing. You can learn it all yourself. But
I can't really recommend. I can't really recommend that kids today. I wouldn't tell them to go. I mean, I think there's so many tutorials and stuff online now, and so much to be said just for being self-taught. Some of the most successful artists, even comics, I think, are self-taught artists. Like,
go ahead.
No, I was going to talk about at one point I was actually looking at going to the Joe Kubert School,
mm-hmm.
and then not to bust on people who went. I do know a few people who went to the Joe Kubert School. I know a couple of people who taught at the Joe Kubert School, but really there are very few big name comic book artists that actually went to Joe Kubert. I mean, obviously Kubert's kids went, but there's so many people that go thinking that's going to be
A
their...
lot of schools, they think that they're owed a job as soon as they get out, like, because of the name of the school. And it's like, you're not owed a job. Real quick,
No.
I was going to say that one person asked if they had a confirmed season 2 for She-Ra. Yes, I believe they're already, because they keep talking about Bo's dads, and so that wasn't in the first season, so that's going to be the second season of that. I'm pretty sure it's confirmed. Our daughter wanted to know why. So, she's like, how's that confirmed?
Because it was they split it. They split
I think it's
series,
one
the
season.
order.
I think it's like they did with Voltron.
Yeah.
It's like one season, but they're breaking it up so it equals the more, trying to make it sound like it's more than it is. You said about drawing online. Our daughter, she wants to draw and she likes to draw. She was watching online drawing tutorials and she improved exponentially in like a matter of a week. And I'm an art teacher. Yeah. So, I mean, I know what I'm talking about. And she improved exponentially by watching some tutorials online, which you have to do some tutorials. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm actually going to do some tutorials. People have been asking. I didn't know if people would be interested in that. But, I did an unboxing and review of a Cintiq Pro.
Yeah, you sound like, 13. I'm sorry. I'm like, don't be an actor.
No, I'll tell you what happened. I was mad because I had to re-record my dialogue and there wasn't enough alcohol. And so I was very, like, infomercial-ish. And it was kind of robotic. And I just need to drink more, I guess. But, I'm going to be doing some more work. We're going to try to get our comic back on track. And again, it comes down to money. Like, really, I mean, people are like, why have you been doing comics so much anymore? And it's like, because it doesn't pay.
It doesn't pay.
It doesn't pay.
Well, He-Man made a cameo. From what I understand, from the way it was talked about, was I don't think that the He-Man's up for they have the rights to use He-Man. Isn't that the way it kind of sounded? I think
they split. From what I understand, they basically split He-Man and She-Ra into two different licenses, and some characters belong to the He-Man universe before She-Ra. So you don't get, like, I don't think Skeletor is going to show up in She-Ra.
Right. I think it might have some characters, not others. We're going to read that. You said you.
Oh no! I just said, have you heard of New Masters Academy?
Yes, I have actually.
Is that the one? Squid King's actually taking tutorials now, and I can't remember what it's called, but he's a smart kid. He picks stuff up quick.
$30 a month. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't need, like, if you want a degree in something, like if you want to do something like art, you don't need a degree for it. If you're going to be a teacher, an art teacher, you need a degree. If you're a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, something like that, you need a degree. But something like art, you do not need a degree. You beat up people all the time with degrees for jobs because you had the experience and they didn't have it.
Yeah, I'll come out and say it. I didn't go to college. I was supposed to go to college.
I did. I'm still paying college back.
I actually was supposed to go to the Academy of Art in San Francisco. I was accepted. I was enrolled, and it just didn't work out. And probably for the best, given the economics of it. But I actually wound up, believe it or not, working as a newspaper editor, and then I got into web development when the internet was shiny and new, back in the late 90s, and then I got into
now everybody knows you're old.
Everybody knows I'm old.
I'm sad because I'm older than you. Shut up! Everybody knows I'm old.
But I'm just at a point now where, like,
I'm not premenopausal though.
Nobody even asks about my background really anymore, because they look at my resume and they're like, oh, you worked here and you worked here and you worked here. I'm like, yeah, so whatever. And now I'm basically self-employed, so whatever. I can do whatever I want. I don't care. But yeah, like, even with the art and stuff, I mean, it used to be, once upon a time, that it was like you basically just, you did your samples, you made your connections at conventions, and you got hired. And now, and this is part of the problem with the comic book industry right now, especially, and animation too, I think, to some degree, that it's who you know.
It is.
What
Everything's
your
who you know.
worldview is, who you know, what kind of person you are.
I'm not an old lady. I'm actually not that old.
We're not old.
Because you said in the 90s. He didn't say how old he was in the 90s. You could actually been working on that before you were 18. I'm just saying.
I started building websites when I was like 20. So.
But you were also doing, like, working in computer places when you were 15. So you lied and said, but
yeah,
they never
I did.
asked. Your answer was, they never asked me how old I was. They assumed I was 16.
Yeah, actually, my first job, I was building PCs when I was 15 years old. That was my first job, and they had no idea. And I'm like, hey, I'm getting my license. And they were like, wait, what do you mean you're getting your license? How old are you? And I'm like, oh, I just turned 16. And they're like, oh, hell no. Like, we hired you. And
yeah,
you were 15.
they didn't let you go, like, right after, did they?
Yeah.
Because they get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
It was fun,
I
though.
used to get carded all the time, so that even when I was like 28, people thought I was 18. I was like, yes, thank you, God bless you. Anyway, what are we talking about now?
I get carded sometimes.
Where am I?
I don't know.
What day
Where
is
are
it?
you? Where are you? No, I don't think it's a bad thing to be old. I don't think it's. I got late start for web design. Well, no, I was doing web design.
Yes, Markus old brushable hair. Sorry.
20. No, I was doing web design in the 90s, like before anybody was actually doing it. Like, I was hand coding sites
That was before, like, when people just started.
That was when the internet was new. I was getting like thousands of dollars just to put together like a 2-page website.
True story.
It was crazy.
When you came, when we were dating, and he was at my house, I was doing some stuff on the computer, and I was hand coding some stuff, and you were like, "Oh my god, that's so hot," because I was hand coding. You know how to hand code stuff?
Nobody knows how to hand code anymore.
I know a little bit, and you're like, "That's so hot," because I was sitting there typing and hand coded stuff, and he's like, "Oh my god." Anyway,
people are like, "Neon's 40." Yeah, believe it or not, I am. People don't think I am. People don't think I am. People don't think I am.
I'm older than you, so shush.
Started late for web design. It was like, I remember like AOL oh my god, I remember AOL that age. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, you're so old.
Oh, okay.
Netscape browser, yes, Netscape.
Gosh, I remember Netscape. I remember when you'd get that dial up, that beep 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 noise.
2400.
You go into the message boards and stuff, and mess with people because it was fun. That was always fun. BBS. Now we're just losing people because they're bored.
Yeah, we are. We're boring people. We need more alcohol. Get some more booze over here.
No, we don't, because I'll say something stupid.
Angel Fire. Oh my god. Lycos.
I say stuff.
Lycos.
I say stupid things without alcohol. So what else is new? I'm not 45.
No. We're in that general age range. Let's just keep.
I'm not that much older than him. Let's put it that way.
I don't think people realize.
I'm 11 months to the day older than him. Not saying when that day is, but I'm 11 months to the day older. So I'm not even a year older than him. We're the same age for a month.
Will you be watching the final season?
Yeah,
of Voltron?
I probably will.
Maybe.
You won't. You never watch it. I'll be the one watching it because I'm the one that's cooler.
Oh my god.
Do you guys opera? Did you guys opera? What's opera?
Oh, it was a browser.
Oh, I know. I did not opera. I thought you meant sing opera. I'm like, my sister actually can sing opera, but I can't.
No,
and
I remember Mozilla before it was.
We don't age. Yes, we just our hair just fades.
Oh my god, Web TV. Yeah, Web TV was like the internet for old people. They're like, you don't need a computer. It's a keyboard and a box, and you plug it in like
TiVo. I remember that.
Freaking ridiculous, and they were like selling it on like Home Shopping.
I do remember that. Yeah, that was wild.
Gen Z and Gen X are similar. Actually, I think we're actually Zennials. They said we're sort of in between. I don't know. Cradle robber. That's right.
I'm such a.
She is a cradle robber. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do we talk about? We already.
I don't know. You talked about all your points, so I guess we're done.
No, we didn't talk about all the points. Well, I mean, we did talk about all the points.
Excite. I do remember Excite. I do remember that. Oh, flat TVs once went for. Okay, I gotta tell you a funny story about flat TVs. Okay, when flat screen TVs came out, it was hilarious because we went to Sam's Club. It was like right after Christmas, and there was a flat screen TV, and it was like a really expensive, like $1,200 TV, and they had it marked down to like $300, and they said it was because it was broken. So I'm like, I called you up and I was like, should I grab it? You're like, yeah, grab it. So I bought the $300 TV, and we took it home. And what was the problem with it?
You need to plug it in.
They didn't have it plugged in right or something. It was something stupid.
So we
walked out with a $1,300 or $1,300 TV for $300, and there was nothing wrong with it. They just didn't know how to hook it up because they were dumbasses and they didn't have it checked. So we walked out with when they were back in the day when they were actually new and expensive. We walked out with a flat screen for like almost nothing because they didn't know how to hook it up. So anyway,
oh my God. Yeah, but.
Ask Jeeves. I remember Ask Jeeves.
Oh my God, Ask Jeeves.
You know what I think's funny?
InfoC.
Like the Chad Tronic video where he's talking about the moms. Was it mom.com or what was it? What was it?
I don't remember.
Something, whatever. And it was like the old website. They're talking about that. Oh my God, I love that. It was so funny. Anyway.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're old heads, but that's okay because we've
old. Stop saying I'm old.
We have more.
I look considerably younger than my
experience. Yeah, actually, yeah, we do actually. I think. But yeah, people think we're younger. I don't know.
Oh, they thought you weren't white either. So
people thought I was black.
I don't get that. But okay.
I don't get. I think I sound pretty nerdy. I don't think I sound very smooth at all. People are like, "You're a black dude." I'm like, "No, I'm not that cool."
I'm not. Oh, that's right. I'm aged. Actually, people are like, you're just mad about She-Ra because you're premenopausal. I'm like, hell, I'm not even close to menopause, lady. I'm not that old. Just 'cause I don't like your new She-Ra doesn't make me, menopausal. God.
Oh my God. Got to get a picture flagged on Tumblr. Watching Tumblr burn is entertaining. Yeah. Super Cosmic, Mutant, Honey Candle, Squid. You missed all the fun. We're talking about how Tumblr is going to implode because of all the porn being taken off of Tumblr has no purpose now. Has no purpose in life. If you can't make dirty pictures on Tumblr, yeah, Tumblr's gone. It's history.
Scott thought you were Hispanic or Asian. His step family is Hispanic though.
My step family's Hispanic, yeah.
No, he's white. He's actually darker than me though. I am like redhead, pale. Like I have to buy like the light, like almost the lightest makeup you can buy, like classic ivory, because I'm so white. It's just because I'm like, really pale.
Yeah, you sound like a radio jock.
He used to work on the radio.
I used to be a DJ.
He did a lot of things.
I've done a lot of things. I was a DJ. I used to have an alternative rock show on the weekend at the local college I did not go to. But
he did. He went to, your own show wasn't. Yeah, and then one time it was hilarious. So let me tell you the funny story when he got in trouble. So he was working at this radio station, and I would go with him because we just got married like right before that, and I got sick. But when he would do a show, this girl would come in after him and do her, like Lilith Fair rock hour, and we honestly thought she was. She was.
I thought she was. She came in after me like all the time.
We thought she was because this way we were tasting music, the way she talked, the way she acted, the way she was hanging with other people. We thought for sure. I mean, maybe she was bi, I guess. Anyway. So I wasn't there one day, and I'm listening to his show. Like a good wife, I'm listening to my new husband's show, and all I hear is her making these giggling noises in the background and him going, stop it on the air, because she was like blowing in his ear and stuff. Well, suffice to say, by the time he got home, there was not a pretty picture, and I was going to kick her ass, but he stopped me from doing it. And then when we went to the next show, I wasn't allowed to be mean to her, even though I wanted to kick her ass. And
that would have just caused a scene.
And she kept saying, she would say to him, I really like him. And I was like, yeah, so do I. That's why I married him. And then he's like, I think it's time to go now. Because he's like pulling my arm out of the room. And I'm like waving my arm around like, you bitch. Sorry. Anyway.
I played good music on that.
Yeah, Enema, you played great music.
Oh my god, no, I was such a snob. They had so we had all these like Sony tapes, like the DAT tapes, and that's where all the music was on, the digital tapes. And I was such a snob, I'd burn my own discs with my own mixes and bring them in because I didn't like the music they had. I'm like, I need more Echo and the Bunnymen, I need more Depeche Mode, I need more 80s alternative rock, and that's mostly what I played.
There you go.
That's mostly what.
So it's like, what they say. I'm like trying to read, guys, but it's hard. Get ready to murder bitches. Ever try? That's right. That's right. That's right. You guys inspired me to redesign She-Ra. Now I'm going to reboot the reboot. Go for it. Anything's going to be an improvement. Knock yourself out.
Hey, as far as like ageism goes, it's not really a thing though, because like with, you look at so Frederator is a good example. We're talking about cartoons. Talk about Frederator. Fred Sieber didn't start. He didn't get into cartoons until he was almost 50.
Yeah.
Like he actually worked for MTV for a while or something, and then he got into Cartoon Network, and then he got into cartoons, and
Stan Lee didn't do it till later.
Stan Lee didn't start till he was like 45. Yeah.
My mind blank. Scrooge. You color his stuff, redraw his stuff.
Don Rosa.
Don.
Okay,
what happens when you have alcohol? Don.
Yeah, Don Rosa. Oh my God, LimeWire. Yeah, I used to. No, I actually didn't. I didn't pirate a lot of music. I bought a lot.
I never did.
I had a shit ton of CDs.
My family did.
I had so many CDs.
Well, a couple things here, John. You know what? I'm sorry that your OCs and IPs are put on Tumblr, and that's cool. They can be, but the good news is you can take them other places, and because I don't know what they're going to do to Tumblr. Yeah. And then someone wants to know what your favorite Depeche Mode song is.
Oh God, I don't know. Don't ask
Napster.
Me that.
Yeah, I remember Napster.
Don't ask me that. Let me think about it.
He's gonna think about it.
I'm gonna think about it.
I can't think anymore. My brain cells. I killed those brain cells.
Probably Personal Jesus. I mean, it's.
Well, you looked up your phone to see which one your favorite was?
No, I have it on my music. On my
I know
Amazon
you
music
have it.
actually. So I have to think about it. I'm like, wait a second. Yeah. I mean, I know it's like cliche because everybody knows that one.
I'm like, I was in CLOWNFISH TV. The host like 70. No.
The hosts are like 70. Yeah, we are. We're going to be there. We're going to be there someday. There's actually a grandma who plays Tristan, but Squid King was showing me, oh my God, what game is Skyrim. She plays Skyrim, and she's like 75.
Oh, yeah. I forgot what her name is.
And she's got like 250,000 followers on YouTube. I think it's pretty cool.
Smooth or Crunch. I like Smooth.
I don't listen to Soul Asylum.
Someone they say it was smooth or crunchy peanut butter.
Oh,
I like smooth peanut butter. I mean, I would eat crunchy if I have to, but I like smooth.
Does Goober count?
Well, that's smooth. So your answer is
yeah,
smooth.
but it's also got gelatinous goo within the
Within the goo.
It's goo within the peanut butter. It's nuts and goo.
Nuts and
It's nuts and goo.
That's a different show. Okay.
Are we gonna wrap this up?
I don't
Is
know.
that what that
Boring.
means? You're doing the hand flap.
That or
Does
just too much alcohol.
You're doing the hand flap. You're like, you better wrap it up. Actually, we've only been on for an hour. Usually we go like 2 or 3 hours.
Hey, look. He said not to name him.
I'm not going to name him.
Mr. I'm late to the party, but I'm here. Yay, I'm glad you're here. I fixed his costume the other day.
Okay. We're gonna put you in timeout. Goodbye. Anyway.
I'm supposed to be scared by that?
Okay. I don't know.
You actually have to have a penis. I'm just saying. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Didn't have to do that, Bogue. Panduru. Okay. The Bar One Studios, thank you so much. For the life of me, I can't understand why people host original art on microblogging sites instead of purpose-built gallery sites like DeviantArt and FA. Yeah, I think you should have your own site. Even DeviantArt could disappear tomorrow. I think you need to build your own site.
And I think it's just, to cover your ass. Yeah,
just cover your ass and make sure your host has been around for a while and make sure that you're not, violating any laws by whatever you're uploading. Same with video content. Like, I think video content, even you might want to back that up.
Anything you should always back it up because you never know. Because these places could decide tomorrow that you had one word on there they didn't like, and then they're going to pull it off there, and they can because that's their terms of service as their site.
I had a horrible image in my head the other day. Says DCV Titan. Dibble dressed as Daredevil. It's Daredevil.
Oh my god,
Daredevil. Oh my god, we need fan art of Daredevil.
There you go.
We need Daredevil.
I'm so sad about Daredevil being canceled.
Oh my god, I'm so pissed about it.
Okay, you're pissed. I'm sad.
That's you. It's a big hit for a reason. I'm trying to enjoy the silence. Never let me down again. Yeah, Depeche Mode's. I used to like all the kids that I hang out with in art class were all in the Depeche Mode, The Cure.
The Cure, yes. I used to listen to The Cure when I was in art class too, and I was like, I didn't listen to any of that shit. Sorry, I wasn't.
No, I didn't fit in with those kids though because I look like a jock, but I was into art and I was into alternative music.
College
and I was into
because I was in the studio classes, but I was art ed, so we had to look professional, and then the studio kids were completely different. I never fit in any place. I still don't fit any place. Man, I go to PTO and they all run away. I'm like, oh, here comes the weird one, So it was it's that weird one again.
Well, like the kids I went to art class, art school with, or not art school, but were in my art class. Were all like the cliche, like black fingernails, look like proto hipsters, like early 90s, like proto hipster types, hang out at the coffee shop, the whole thing. Everett Todd, thank you. Didn't have to do that. Most artists I've met refuse to roll their own.
Okay.
Somebody said, can you guys show us how to code for our own sites? If you guys want to start building your, you know what? We could actually do that. That actually would be kind of interesting. Start doing the art videos and actually talk about maybe like
how we do it,
building your own site. And because, we actually self-hosted our webcomic. We're going to be hopefully getting our pop culture news site up. We're looking at doing a pop culture site and it's actually up. It's just sort of sleeping right now. But I think we're gonna activate it here next year for sure.
Someone's like, "Oh, I was goth." No, I wasn't goth. Actually, it was funny when Neon's friends met me. They were like, "Oh, you're not at all what we thought. He was gonna pick. You're nothing like what we thought."
I think they thought I was gonna wind up with some
an uppity bitch like his ex-girlfriend. But I'm not that person. I'm completely opposite of what I guess he usually did.
Yeah. I didn't really date a lot. I didn't really.
You want to talk about this right now? Seriously,
no, I don't want to talk
Achy Break Your
about
Heart. Yes, I remember Achy Break Your Heart.
Oh my God. How old do you think we are? Like we predate Achy Breaky Heart. Like.
Yeah, but we don't know how. They're not saying about how much.
Yeah. Rest in ash. So I think we're probably gonna wrap this one up. Yeah, Tumblr. Just to wrap it, to come back full circle here. Tumblr is going to die. Tumblr's already been dying, and this is the death knell. No more porn equals no more Tumblr.
Someone said we're going to do a Christmas shirt. I was going to do a Christmas special, but I don't think I have time to do a Christmas special now. And it was going to be epic. I had it all planned out. It was going to be glorious. A thing of beauty. But I don't think we have time to do it.
We got some shirts up. I'm going to get some more shirts up.
You should do a Christmas one.
I should do a Christmas one.
I'm going to go, that's probably because I drank too much. I didn't even drink that much. That's the kicker. I didn't drink hardly anything. It's weird. I just guess I don't
No, it's not talk about Neon's old girlfriends. Although
yeah, we talk about it. Okay, no, sorry.
God no.
I won't.
Although my brother,
she was a bitch.
my brother did date Taylor Swift.
Well, he went out with her a couple times.
He went out a couple times. That is true. That's true. So anyway,
oh wait, you want to talk about your ex-girlfriend? You'd switch it over to your brother? You know?
No, I'm saying I don't.
No, he wasn't a New Kids person at all.
That
was my friend. My friend was New Kids. I wasn't a New Kids person either, really.
No, I got stoned at a Doobie Brothers concert once.
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose. Secondhand smoke. I was like 16 or 17.
His mom took him.
My mom took me to a Doobie Brothers concert and I was like,
God.
And she's like, this is some good music. I'm like, no, it sucks. But after a few
songs, you probably thought it was good.
After half an hour, I was rocking out to the Doobie Brothers. Yeah. San Francisco. Yeah. That's right. I would take them on. I would take them all on.
I'm one of those women that I don't, how would you describe me? I don't even know. Like you said, cooking mama with the flame eyes. Like when I was pregnant with my son, we went to Walmart and I was like, you know, like women when they get pregnant, they get really sweet and they're like, oh, they start nesting and they're all like, I'm the opposite. I was like, I was not one of the nice, friendly, super sweet women that were pregnant. I was like pissy and worse than normal. And we went to,
here it is.
And we went to Walmart, and my son was really late. Like he was like a month late, so I was gigantic. And this girl walked by, and she goes, "Wow, she looks like she's gonna pop." And I was like, as he's pulling me away from her, I'm yelling, "So do you, but at least I'm pregnant." And he's pulling me away.
Oh,
I'm such a bitch. I am so not. And actually, you meet me, I'm actually really nice. It's hard. You can what?
I'm
telling important stories here. And all you're doing is killing things. Don't kill things. That makes me sad.
I won't kill the cartoon turkey. I won't kill the cartoon turkey.
No killing things.
Anyway.
Don't kill things.
That's the first thing that came up. They must have this keyworded really well.
Apparently.
You type in cooking mama, and the first thing that comes up is PETA's cooking mama game.
Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, Geeky is very outspoken.
Sometimes. Except I'm really shy in person, which is true.
Yeah. Yeah, you can be. Depends. You get a few drinks in you. So what did we learn? Okay, so Tumblr's gonna die. Baby It's Cold Outside is under attack by the crazies.
But the feminists are actually supporting it.
The feminists are actually supporting it. They're playing it at Disney World. We know this. Last week they were playing it. And, Notch says there's an agenda against white men because he has enough money.
So this is kind of like a news roundup. Is that what this is?
Yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to call it the CLOWNFISH TV news. We're going to do like the Pew News, except we're going to have the
Pew News. Wait, the Pew News? Okay.
Like PewDiePie's got the Pew News.
Is that what he calls it? Okay,
That's what he does. Oh, not you again. Come on, go away.
Anyway.
Oh, my God. You're going away. Goodbye. Okay. Anyway. So I think we're going to wrap this one up because we got the trolls. The trolls are coming in now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, long enough to attract some negative attention. Okay, we're going to wrap this up. Please subscribe to CLOWNFISH TV if you haven't already. Ring the bell for notifications. I don't know if it does any damn good, but it makes us feel better if you do.
Plus, we're going to have some videos coming up. You're going to do one about Doctor Who, and then we have one about, we actually recorded before we left. We haven't had time to do about She-Ra, and we got to get that up. But it's more like the history of She-Ra, where she came from, and how She-Ra actually is not, they're all like, oh, she's problematic because she was about misogynist, and that is not what happened at all when She-Ra was designed. We have that in discussion.
She-Ra was actually created by women. Surprise.
Well, and men, but they were men who were very supportive of women. So anyway.
Yeah, we actually have that. We actually have that video needs to be edited. Doctor Who, apparently now, because of the Doctor Who backlash, some people are calling for the term PC to be permanently retired because it's been used against Doctor Who.
Sorry, that's so funny. I don't like it because never mind. I can't talk.
You can talk.
I'm done. No, I can't. I just literally can't.
I'm giving you my permission.
No, it's not you. Seagram's didn't give me their permission. So
I'm giving you my permission to speak, woman.
I know where your dibbles are. I would be careful. Anyway.
So clown news instead of Pew News. Oh my God, I don't know. We're gonna rethink how we organize CLOWNFISH TV next year. I think we're gonna divide it into like different shows. So we're not just like a jumbled mess of things. So, but please subscribe to...
the dogs return for New Year's. That's actually exciting. I'm actually excited about that one.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay. It's called, quick, the ratings are dropping. Pull out the Daleks.
Yeah, that's didn't I say to you?
Yeah.
I said, they're doing season 2, and they're making a big deal because she was coming back for season 2. They aren't saying the writer is, they're saying she is. And then I said, I bet you money season 2 they're going to have Daleks back and Cybermen and all that back because...
Hot Dalek on Cybermen action.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's just wrong.
I can't think of anything else. It's just, I'm like, where are you going to put that plunger? Anyway, we're going to wrap this one up. Yeah, we're going to wrap this one up. We've had too much to drink, and it's over. The show is over. The show is over. So, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more pop culture news, views, rants, occasional drunk casts, gaming videos. We got some cool new games we got to check out. I should have
put a disclaimer at the beginning for my mom and said, Mom, don't listen to this one. Anyway, okay. I will talk to you guys later.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye. And we're